Sing praises to God, our light and our life. Oh, come, let us offer our praise. Come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us sing for joy to the God of our salvation.
Aloha, kakahiaka. This is Pastor Tom Choi, hoping that you're doing well and staying healthy. We've been on a stay-at-home order for a while now, and I know that many are restless. But this self-isolation can be a time of discovery. I recorded a video in our sanctuary a few weeks ago in anticipation of the shutdown, and I was standing in the midst of our prayer labyrinth. Here is the reflection that I made.
Aloha, this is Pastor Tom Choi, and what you're seeing here is what's called a prayer labyrinth. And something that a labyrinth is like a maze, and it originally was. In Greek mythology, there was a hero named Theseus, and his job was to conquer a great monster named the Minotaur. And the Minotaur was trapped inside a labyrinth, an elaborate maze that you could never find yourself out of. But if you went into the maze as a person, the Minotaur would find you and destroy you. It was a very scary monster. So the labyrinth was designed to isolate the Minotaur. And I kind of think of this as our times now with this specter, this monster of the coronavirus. And in the opposite way, isolation is what helps us with the monster. Instead of isolating the monster, we are isolating ourselves from the monster and each other in order to flatten the curve of this virus. Now, this prayer labyrinth, though, is also different in that it's not a maze, but it is a way to slowly and surely find your way to the center of the labyrinth, in a way symbolically touching the heart and center of God's grace. And that's what we really need in these times, is the power of God's grace in our lives. So these may be confusing times, like a maze, like a labyrinth, but know that God is with us and will lead us to the center of His will and grace, and will lead us out with power, strength, healing, and love. I hope it's true for you. God bless you.
By the way, in case you were wondering, Theseus was able to navigate the labyrinth, find the Minotaur, and emerge safely because he was given a long ball of string by a princess named Ariadne. And by unraveling the string and hanging onto it, he could find his way out. Now, I like to think that the string that helps us find our way out of any challenge is hanging on to the Holy Spirit. And I pray that it will always be with you. I hope you'll join us online on Facebook Live tomorrow evening at 6:30 Hawaii time for our Holy Thursday mealtime blessing. And we have a Good Friday service at 12 noon. The Tongan service is at 1 o'clock. On Sunday, we have our online Easter service in English at 10 a.m. and in Tongan at 11 a.m. At the English service, we will have special music and dance, plus a virtual brass quintet accompanying the great hymn, Christ the Lord is Risen Today. If you want to add your voice to the virtual singing congregation, please let me know. Now, next week, we will have a Zoom prayer meeting right after the Wednesday check-in at 10 a.m., a time of sharing and prayer. Please contact me and I'll send you the Zoom info. And until then, or the next time, may God bless you and keep you safe and healthy always. Aloha.